Just completed a 1,000-mile road trip with our boy Fred after his fresh LS swap. We did have a bit of a transmission issue. As you see, it has peed transmission fluid everywhere. I actually spent more money on transmission fluid than I did fuel on this trip, if that tells you how fast it was going. According to the internet, the hottest this thing should get, like operating temp wise on a hot day while really getting pushed, is 220. I averaged probably 230 to 240 on the trip, and anytime it got over 245, I'd pull over and throw half a quart or a full quart of transmission fluid in. I'm well aware of what I need. I'm pretty sure I have it right here. This is Fred's old transmission cooler from when we had the stock drivetrain in there, but when we swapped in the LS, we did not swap this thing on. Said that we were going to monitor the temps, see what it does, and if we see any spike in temperature, then we would add the trans cooler. But while we were testing, we did not see anything crazy. Of course, it has to happen when I'm 500 miles from the house. Before anything, I need to get Fred probably up on that lift to assess if there's any sort of damage. I can't imagine the seals of the transmission are super happy after seeing 320 degrees. If somehow it is good, then we need to add a trans cooler to this thing, and then the temps should be perfectly fine. I think it has a trans cooler. It just needs the external trans cooler as well. Again, just riding around town, I didn't see any sort of issues, so I'm not sure what caused the sudden spike. Low-key, I'm actually pretty happy with how everything went. The tires did not explode. The only two issues we had were the radiator hose popping off and obviously the transmission, but I'm not super upset about that. Radiator hose was an honest mistake, literally just didn't tighten the hose clamp, and I didn't freak out. A couple of years ago, I would have totally freaked out and had no clue what was causing all the smoke from my engine bay. Didn't freak out, knew exactly what to do, put the hose back on there, burped the system, filled it back up, I was back on the road in 10 minutes. As far as the transmission, yeah, that kind of sucked. Again, 2 years ago, I would not have even recognized the slight RPM difference in it flaring and then know to look at the transmission temperature. Yes, I let it get too hot, but I didn't freak out. I got back on the road, and with no help, I got 500 miles back home. Sure, there's a lot of transmission fluid on the ground, and it was not perfect, but I made it home, and I didn't have to call for help. I didn't freak out. No master mechanic, but I am realizing that I know more than I used to, so I kind of feel good about that. So I'm happy that Fred made it back, happy that I got back safely. Yeah, I'll get some new tires, need to add a trans cooler. In a couple days, we'll probably assess the damage to the transmission.